Now we're going to go to the jazz workbook book and concentrate on what I call the guide tone exercise, which it's not a lick. It's a way of hearing the changes and how long they last. That's called a harmonic rhythm. And so we're going to start off by the first time through just beat the 3 and 7. Okay, so guide tones meaning if I have an F chord, the root is F and the fifth is C. They don't change when it's minor, but the third does. And the same thing with the 7. That's why they call it guide tones, 3 and 7. And the second time through, we're going to add passing tones to other chord tones. Okay, it's going to be 3, 7, 4 chromatically to 5, 3, 1, 7. So it sounds complicated, but it's all written out. So now I can hear the 8th note groove. And then the third variation, where I deem it appropriate, I'm going to, instead of having a 2 to 1, I'm going to use a flat 9 passing tone. Again, when you play it, you just kind of hear it, and where I would normally use that, I would put it in. Like on the 4 chord, I wouldn't use a flat 9 passing tone, or on the 2-7. So again, this is all information that the idea is just to play it and then kind of hear it. And so for this, we're going to use the jazz workbook play along, and Ozai is going to demonstrate. So instead of going through it 3 different times, we're going to start off with just the guide tones, and the guide tones with passing tones to approach notes to other chord tones, establishing an 8th note groove. And then the third variation, we would add a flat 9 passing tone where we find it acceptable. Okay, one other thing to mention is in the CD, the jazz workbook, there's a drum and there's a bass. There is no chord instrument. Okay, so when I need the bass to play the root, so when I play the third, I hear it as the third. But the whole idea here is that you are the chord instrument by virtue of the notes you choose to play. Okay, and that's how anyone becomes a good jazz soloist, is to be able to play the chords, be sort of self-contained, you know, and play time, play the chords, and that's what this is all about. You know, if you have a piano and you say, well, I should just kind of follow the piano, that's that's not how you do play-alongs. You're not following anything. Okay, so this way you become a real secure in your time, secure in this, in how to make the sound of the chord. And so we're going to do a demo of doing those various 3-7 and 3-7 with passing tones in the flat 9 where, you know, were acceptable, and then take a solo and see how that exercise manifests itself in an improvisation.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that had some really good spots.
It did, yeah.
The bridge
It's
seems
just
a little
inconsistent.
shaky,
It was inconsistent, yeah, that's the problem.
but it's good.
It's like because at that point I'm already tired, I'm getting out of breath, so
Yeah,
I have
So
to
we
take
keep-
more breaths.
but that was the second chorus was some really good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be easier if you kept the eighth note groove going more instead of leaving
Yeah.
all that space, which is a cool thing to do. But sometimes when you leave the space, you
Well, how about this? How about
become
do it one
unsure
more
where you
time.
are.
we do it one more time, and I keep the eighth note groove going, and we see how that works.
All right, so we keep this one and do another one.
Sure.
Okay.
We can use whichever or both.
Yeah.
Or,
We'll
I
see
like
how
it.
that works.
space
yeah.
is cool.
But I'm also the thing is that I'm trying to solo over the exercise and I'm sorry,
Well, don't
I'm trying
play-
to solo over the song in the way that the exercise kind of suggests, because I want to display the exercise rather than just kind of doing something
Yeah, don't try to
else.
play the exercise.
No, I'm not. I don't want to play the exercise, but I want to do the things that the exercise is suggesting.
Yeah, well, you need to. The 3 and the 7 is our key notes, which
Yeah.
for the most part you're doing. I mean, I love it when you leave the space. You do some cool lines because I don't know what you're playing, but it sounds good, But well, just one more, and then we have a
Sure,
choice.
okay. Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
much better in the sense that you nailed the bridge,
Mhm.
which seemed to be the one part where it was a little
Yeah.
shaky.
Well, you can decide, but I thought that was better than the
Oh
other.
yeah, that was really good. So can I
Just more consistent lines.
conclude? Okay, so that's confirmation from the Jazz Workbook Play Along with just the bass and the drums. Also, you might want to check out Michael Brecker did a recording with Chick Corea on drums, and he's playing confirmation on saxophone. It's just the drums and him. Especially in the beginning, you can hear him kind of focusing on the 3 and the 7 and making the sound of the chord, and as he progresses, he might take it a little more out. But initially, he's kind of inside the chords, and it's really a good thing to hear. And, you know, also, obviously, everyone probably knows about Sonny Rollins at the Vanguard was just bass drums and him. And, you know, that's when you can really hear that the person knows the changes really well. So anyways, that's the Jazz Workbook, Confirmation, and there are other songs in here using guide tones, but that would be the one I would start with. You know, because when I want to learn how to play changes, I want a lot of them. So I really start hearing all the different sounds rather than like one chord that lasts for 2 measures and then 2 beats, and then 8 beats. So it's important that you pick the right tunes to kind of learn your craft on, okay? And that's part of what the book is about. This is a tune, and this is a very famous tune that basically everyone knows. Okay, so now we're on to the next song. Adios.